about your decision at quarterback?
We tried to put Will Greer in position to have success. We gave him all the reps today with the ones, and he'll get all the reps with the ones tomorrow.
What went into the decision, Perry, and I'm sure it was something you guys discussed as a staff with Norv. Just kind of how did you arrive at it?
Yeah, well, we evaluated it, 2 weeks ago, and had this was a target game in mind. Didn't want to put a lot of pressure on him, but we said that we would try to get him ready, but for the Indy week to play. Maybe we don't know if he will start or not, but we wanted to get him some reps with the ones so that he would have timing, voice command, and see how he handled the huddle and see how he executed the plays.
Did he get any work with the ones last week?
No, he did not.
Why the Indy game as a target?
That was just a date that I had in my head.
Coach, so is this something that would have happened regardless of Kyle's performance? Was it just a goal to get Will playing time at the end of the season?
It's a goal to get Will some playing time.
So just to confirm, is he going to start Sunday?
He'll get all the reps with the ones tomorrow.
How'd he look?
He looked good. He had command. He made good decisions, and it looked like he had fun.
Coach, the Pro Bowl nomination or Pro Bowl rosters have come out since we last spoke to you. Luke Kuechly, Christian McCaffrey make the team. Were you surprised that DJ Moore wasn't honored with the Pro Bowl nomination?
Well, I was very excited for both Christian and Luke. Obviously, they both had outstanding years, and you would like to have seen DJ in that mix. When you don't have success, it's very hard to get that other person in there. But yes, I think he is definitely a guy that is on the rise.
Was there anybody else that you thought might have garnered a Pro Bowl that nomination?
Regardless of what I think, that's voted on by the players and, then the coaches around the league. Obviously I think we have a lot of outstanding players, so I would like to see a lot of them make that.
Did you, I guess you wouldn't have as a defensive guy, but did you know much about DJ when you came here?
Yes. Yeah, I'd worked with guys on the offensive side that had scouted him and we had talked about him numerous times, and because he was one that got away from us in the draft, previous places I'd been. So I definitely knew about him.
And your perception of him, how has it changed, if at all, since you've gotten to know him and see him up close every day?
I'm glad to be on this team. That's my perception. And then when I coached against him, I didn't want to coach against the guy. Yeah, so I'm glad to be on his team.
Hey, Coach, did Shaq roll up on his ankle during the game, or was he just having some pain or anything like that? I see he's listed on here with an ankle injury.
Yeah, it was a game injury. Yes.
Did you talk to Kyle about Will getting the first team reps this week, and how did he take that?
Yeah, I did. I spoke with Kyle about that. As the pro that he is, he said I'll be ready, and he said he'll be ready.
Anything else for Coach?
Perry did, I guess part and parcel with that is Kyle ended up doing the scout team today.
Yes, he did.
Show team.
He did all the show team work for us today.
So Perry, when would you officially name a starter?
I'd like to see him tomorrow. Again, he will get all the reps again tomorrow with the ones, and I'll confirm it tomorrow.
You mentioned the target game for Will being this week. Was the fact that it's an indoor game make a difference? Just this week was a good date for it in case.
Anything else, guys?
Perry, when you look at this Indianapolis team that you're going to face Sunday, they're a little grumpy because they feel like they should be better than 6 and 8. I'm sure that the mood inside your room is similar, that you guys feel you should be better. What are you seeing from the Colts, and how do you combat it?
Well, obviously, both teams want to win a football game. I know they're disappointed, just like we're disappointed in their season that they can't play in the postseason. I see a fast defense with lots of quickness and movement up front. That'll be challenging for us because they're not a very big defense. But that quickness and movement make them effective. There are a lot of zone coverage in their on their defensive side of the football, so they have vision and eyes on the quarterback, and they'll be looking to steal balls, intercept balls, create turnovers. Offensively, I see a really talented offense, good receivers, strong running game, a lot of multiple formations, motions, and shifts. And, it's almost like a wide open attack. They attack you down the field, and then they attack you with their running game. So I expect our hands will be full with the Colt offense as well as the Colt defense.
Hey, Coach, as you've settled in after the initial chaos of this moving into this role, as you've settled in, what are some of the coaching fundamentals that you've leaned on personally? And then what are some things that maybe you've picked up over the last couple of weeks that are attuned specifically to this team that you're implementing?
I've just tried to be consistent with the players. I've tried to be honest with the players. And I've tried to make sure that our coaches on both sides of the ball as well as special teams gives them the opportunity to have a game plan for them to have success on game day. That's what we're here for, is to win. That's what we're trying to do, is put our players in position to have success, and that's what I want for all of our players.
Harry, do you see similarities to the way their season has gone? And just thinking about quarterback-wise, they have the Andrew Luck thing go down in preseason. You guys lose Cam in week 2, week 3. Just, is it hard? Do you think about those similarities when you look at how they've struggled and you guys have struggled?
No, I haven't. My focus has been on our team, and my concern has been with our football team. I understand what their scenario has been, but as far as making comparisons and that type thing, no, I just focus on our football team.
Coach, Dante Jackson has been a guy that had some ups and downs recently. Do you think a guy that competitive could be misunderstood at all because of his competitive nature?
Define misunderstood.
But just in talk with him today, he says he feels like some things are just misunderstood about his, love of the game and some of the things that he does and his true evaluation of him as a player.
I would say that he's one of the guys that I depend on. And when I say depend on, I depend on because he does love the game. He's very passionate about the game. As a young player, he's a leader in our room. Sometimes he gets really hyper and excited, and he loses his way from time to time, and doesn't execute the proper fundamentals and techniques, and I think that will come with growth and maturity. So I think that's part of him, the growth process for him. He'll be better, next week, and he'll be better the next week, and then he'll be better next year. That's just the growth process in a young player that has been put in a position to start in the National Football League. So if that's a misperception, I can't answer, if that's a misperception or not. I think that's just a growth process for the young man.
Harry, how would you describe Will's sense of humor?
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. He's very serious. He's his demeanor in the huddle is he calls the play. He expects attention from his players. He doesn't make jokes or anything like that. He's very serious about his work. He's a smart individual. In practice today, his concentration, his focus, the timing of the offense was very good. So when you say sense of humor, I think that probably outside he's probably, a funny guy, but on the field he's all business.
Does he have a swagger about him, Perry?
I think so.
Described, that he sort of got that reputation in college. I wonder if, coming here and being a rookie takes some of that out of him.
No, I think he does. I think that's probably part of a growth process also, that you'll see that as he matures. I don't know if you'll see that swagger on Sunday. Part of his practice today was, again, he was focused on the basics and the fundamentals, and he did those quite well. And I was I was pleasantly pleased.
Anything else, guys? Cool. All right, Coach, thanks.
Hey, thank you.
I'll come back and find you.